Morning students. In the last video session you have gone through the third unit book back questions, and today we can see the new unit, our fourth unit, work, energy and power. So if you are saying about the work, we know that in our daily life we are doing some physical work and mental work also. So both physical and mental work we are doing, and any activity which we are doing, generally we are saying that it is work. Like you are gardening, you are watering your garden, so that you will say that I did some work. And we know that in our home we are doing some small jobs, and we used to say I did my work. I did my work. Maybe it may be a physical work, it may be a mental work. So if you are doing something and we are saying that, if you are doing some activity and we are saying that yeah, my work completed. But in physics work is different. In physics work means what? That is what we are going to discuss here. Assume that here one object is there. Here one object is there. Now one pencil is here. I am applying a force on this pen. Assume that one pen is here. I am applying a force on this pen. Now you have seen that in which direction I applied the force, the same direction the pen displaced. Now when a force is applied on an object, this object displaced slightly, so that I can tell that this is what work. So in physics this is meant by work. So the same thing, assume that one book is here. I am applying a force on this book. So in the same direction the book, there is a displacement, so that I can tell that I did an work. I did an work. So that is what. So in physics, work means we need some energy to do the work. We know that energy means the ability to do work. From our smaller grade we are studying. Energy means what? The ability to do work. If we need to do some work, we need energy. And we know that in physics we are studying about many types of energy, like you know that mechanical energy, electrical energy, thermal energy, nuclear energy, and many types of energy. About many types of energy we have learned. And we know that all the machines in this 21st century, we know that humans are depending on the machines, and you know most of the machines, all the machines consume energy. And we know that when it is consuming the energy, the machines is changing one form of energy to another form of energy. We know that in the machine, for example, if you are using a generator, we know that there one type of energy is changing to another type of energy. So while using the generator, we are getting electrical energy from this movement, from the kinetic energy. So kinetic energy is converted to what energy? Electrical energy. So like that, in this unit we are mainly dealing with the mechanical energy, and you know that two forms of mechanical energy, like kinetic energy and potential energy. So in this unit mainly we will deal with these two types of energy, kinetic energy and potential energy. And the next quantity we are discussing in this unit is power. We know that power, it is one of the important quantity which we are using, the word we are using in our daily life. We know that the power means what? The power means we know that work done by time taken. So you know that the cricket player and all, their strike rate is given in every hit. So according to the power they used, only the strike rate and all they are giving. We know that if they are hitting a powerful strike in cricket, so that powerful strike in cricket is based on the what hit on the ball at a faster rate. So within a short time hitting very fast. So that is what we are saying power. And we will discuss about this power and power equations and all in this unit. So that is what about the introduction part. So mainly this unit we are discussing about the work, energy and power. In that energy we are discussing the mainly two types of energy, kinetic energy and potential energy, and we will discuss about this work and power. Now let us discuss about our first top part, work. First quantity, work. We know that assume that like this one object here, one object is there. You are applying a force and the direction this object displaced. So that we are applying a force on this object on this direction and the same direction this object displaced. So that we can tell that some work is done on this object. So we are using the equation, power equation, W is equal to F dot dr. You have to put a vector symbol also. So this is what our power equation. We have to use work done, capital W is equal to F dot dr. And what is this F and what is this dr? We know that F is a force and dr is a displacement. And we know that this force is a vector quantity, displacement is a vector quantity. So the scale, what happened means the product of two vector will be a scalar. So here you can see that the force is a vector quantity, displacement dr is a vector quantity. So from this equation W is equal to F dot dr. This product, this is a product between the force and displacement. So the product between this force and displacement, this is one vector and this is another vector. So two vector product becomes a scalar. So that we can tell that this work done, this work is a scalar quantity. Work done means it is a scalar quantity. So that it does not have the direction, but it has the magnitude. And we know that the unit this work done is same as the energy only. So energy transformed is equal to work done, we can tell. So we are using the same we are using the same unit only. We can use the work done unit as joule or Newton meter, and work done is a scalar quantity and the unit we are using is Newton meter, or you can use joule because it is same as energy transformed. And the dimensional formula for this is ml square t power minus 2. This is the dimensional formula for work done, and we can write this equation. W is equal to F dot dr. Actually here given with the direction and all. So vector and we can change this formula. W is equal to F dr cos theta. Why W is equal to F dr cos theta means, you see here in this diagram you can see that a person is applying a force on this direction. Now this force is inclined at an angle theta. So this force and displacement are making an angle theta. And due to this only we are writing the formula W is equal to F dot dr. We are writing what are F dr cos theta, because this force is what are force is making a component F cos theta here. So the next part is about there are some different cases. There are some different cases which is given in the textbook. So these different cases proving that the work done is 0 in this case. The first case you can see is when the force is 0. When the force is 0, work done is 0. That is what the first case. So here some cases given. In all these cases work done will be 0, and you can see the first case force is 0, work done is 0. So here in this diagram you can see that a person is here. This is a second case, and the first case is you can take like a smooth surface. Assume that one smooth surface without a force. You can see that without a force, assume that on horizontal frictionless smooth surface, like we have studied in the second unit, the starting portion. There are some experiment which is done by Galileo. So that we can use on horizontal frictionless smooth surface. We kept an object and that object displaced. That object is displaced, but there is no force applied on the object, so that we can tell that the work done is 0. So that is the first case. So again you can listen. The first case is what? On a horizontal smooth surface, assume that this surface is so much smooth, frictionless, there is no friction. So this assume that this surface is horizontal smooth frictionless surface, and you are keeping an object on this surface, means that type of surface means you can see that that object will get displaced and it moves some distance. But the force applied on the object is 0. So the force applied on the object is 0 means we know that surely the work done will be 0. That is the first case. And the second case we can see is how the work done is 0 when displacement is 0. Here you can see that there is a rigid wall. This is a wall, and assume that you are standing in front of a wall, and you are standing in front of the wall and you are pushing the wall. So you are pushing the wall means you are applying the force on this wall, but there is no displacement from this wall. So it does not produce any displacement. So that we can tell that the work done is 0. And the third case is force and displacement are perpendicular. You see, you can see this diagram. A person is carrying a CPU on his hand. So here what happened means you can see this. You can see that this force and displacement are perpendicular to each other, 90 degree to each other. So in this case what happened means here gravitational force. in downward direction there is no work, because so that we can tell that the gravitational force does no work on this body. So when this gravitational force work no work on this body means we can tell that that force is what that work done is 0. That is the another case. So if the force and displacement are perpendicular to each other also, we can tell that there is no work done. And the next case is in circular motion. We know that in circular motion, during the circular motion, we know that the centripetal force is acting in the inward direction, and assume that it is rotating like this, circular motion. When it is rotating like this, displacement is what? First here, then here, then here, then here. Like this displacement you can see. So this displacement is always perpendicular to the centripetal force, so that we can tell that here the centripetal force does no work on the object. So these are the cases where the work done is 0. So again you can see the first case is when the force is 0. When the force is 0 means you are keeping an object on a frictionless smooth horizontal surface. So without any force the object moves. It moves some distance, so that you can tell that work done is 0. The second case is when the displacement is 0. So dr is equal to 0 means work done will be 0. Here you can see that a person is pushing the rigid wall, so nothing will happen here, isn't it? Only he will apply the force, but the wall will not move, so that we can tell that here the work done is 0. And the third case you can tell that force and displacement are perpendicular. So force and displacement are 90 degrees to each other, so that we can tell that work done, this gravitational force does no work on this body. And next thing you can see that in circular motion centripetal force does no work, because this force and displacement are perpendicular to each other. And the last thing you can see is about the negative work. Now we have seen all about the work done, and the last thing we are going to see is here you can see the negative work done. This is what during the football game, how a goalkeeper catches the ball. You know that when the ball is coming towards him, he will push his hand backward where the ball is coming. So when the ball reaches nearby him, he will push his backward and he will try to catch the ball. Why he is doing like this? Why he is doing like this? So we know that we have studied in the second unit also about the impulse and all, and at that time I told many example also. So when he is doing like this, he will get some time to stop this ball on his hand. So it will not hit on his hand, it will not bounce it back. Now he is giving some time for this ball to come to rest in his hand. So what will happen during this time? This applying force, which direction he is applying the force? He is applying the force on backward direction, so that we can tell that he does a negative work on the ball. This is what the negative work done. Now he did a negative work on this ball. So this is a nice example for this negative work done. So you can see this example for negative work done. When the football player catches the ball, what he is doing? When he catches the ball coming towards by him, he is applying the force which is in the opposite direction where the ball is moving, so that he is giving some time to keep the ball at a rest in his hand. So during this time, what will happen? This applying force is in the opposite direction, so backward direction. So now we can tell that he does a negative work on this ball. So we will discuss many more situations for this negative work also in this unit. So we can go through the example 4.1 also, a small problem, so that you can use the formula F dot dr cos theta. Simple problem only. You can use here in this question, you can see a box is pulled with a force of 25 Newton to produce a displacement of 15 meters, so that the angle between this is 13 degree. This force and displacement, between this force and displacement, the angle is 30 degree. You have to find the work done. So you can use W is equal to F dr cos theta. So F is 25, dr is 15 and cos 30 degree. So you can find the answer. So my dear students, you can go through this video, and thank you all. Bye bye.